up, guys? Daniel. I don't really care what you call me, as long as you don't call me Dan, Valdez, ATP Nutrition, Physique and Performance Sciences. Welcome back to Supplement Science, episode 3. Today we're going to tackle the topic of clinical dosing and transparency. Clinical dosing and transparency is probably the most important thing you need to know about when choosing a supplement or a supplement company to purchase from. Part of formulations of supplement science is what we do is we comb the databases, we look through, and we use ingredients that are based on evidence. That evidence comes from research articles. Very, very simple. The dose that's used in a research article that we use as the reason to include an ingredient in our product is the dose that must go in our product. That is basically the essence of clinical dosing. I'll give you an example. Say we're going to use citrulline in one of our products. We find a research article that shows that citrulline is effective at 4 grams. We use 4 grams in our product, so you'll be able to look in our formulas, you'll see citrulline, you'll see 4 grams next to it, instead of saying, okay, well, we know that it's effective at 4 grams, but it's an expensive ingredient, so maybe we should just put in 500 milligrams. That would not follow the lines of clinical dosing. Okay, so going one step further, but why does it matter? Why is clinical dosing important? The reason it's important is because the evidence shows that it's effective at 4 grams. But we don't have evidence that shows that it's effective at 500 milligrams or 1 milligram. So what we know is for that ingredient to be effective, for that ingredient to even be put in a product in the first place, it needs to be at 4 grams. That's where transparency comes into play. We use transparent formulas with ATP Nutrition. A lot of other companies do as well. And that's awesome. That's huge for the consumer. Big win for the consumer that things are starting to shift that direction. Now, transparent formulas are only properly utilized if the ingredients in them are clinically dosed. Let me explain what transparency means. There are 2 different types of supplement labels. You can have a transparent label, or you can have a label that's where the ingredients are listed in a proprietary blend. What a proprietary blend is it shows you the total amount of the active ingredients in the product, but it doesn't show you each individual ingredient listed with the exact dose beside it. It'll give you, like, let's say 14 grams of total ingredients, and then it'll just have a list of ingredients one after another, but it won't tell you the exact dose of each ingredient. That's why it's a proprietary blend. Companies try and hide behind proprietary blends and say that the reason they use them is to hide their technology, right, their ingredient, their formula from competitors. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Any decent competitor would be able to easily pick apart any proprietary blend. Anyone at ATP, we have cellular molecular biologists, biochemists, myself, we can easily decipher a proprietary blend. They're not hiding anything from us. The basic point is that what proprietary blends do in a larger sense is they allow the company to use the cheaper ingredients, right? So let's say 600 milligrams of caffeine. That would cost pennies, it's a very, very small amount to put 600 milligrams of caffeine in there. But let's say we want to use 4 grams of citrulline, then you're talking dollars per tub. So instead of using 4 grams of citrulline, they use a buttload of caffeine, and then they put in smaller amounts of citrulline. They could still say it's in there, still put it on the label, but you may or may not be getting that clinical dose. And that, ladies and gentlemen, real short and sweet and to the point, is why clinical dosing and transparent formulas are so very important, and why it's the backbone of ATP Nutrition. You don't have to necessarily use ATP Nutrition products, but what we want to do as a company is, even if you don't use our products, we want you to know how to go out in the market and look for other companies that are doing the same thing. Clinical dosing, transparent, not bullshitting you guys, right? Bringing actual value to the consumers. That's basically it, guys. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay inside. It's Friday the 13th. I don't even know if you guys knew that, but I had to do this video like 17 different times because I didn't hit record or something happened and it ate it, and then I accidentally erased one. So Friday the 13th is in full effect. Have a great weekend. Please share this. If you know anybody that could benefit from this information, let them know. Tell them to follow ATP Nutrition, myself, Daniel Valdez, Physique and Performance Sciences. We're trying to do the right thing for consumers. We're trying to get the message out there, let people know, inform them, so we can have an entire market of informed consumers to then better the market, right? Because what you demand, the companies, the good companies will provide, and then that's going to change the market for the benefit of the consumer. Daniel Valdez, ATP Nutrition, Physique and Performance Sciences, signing off. Have a kick-ass weekend, guys. Peace.
Good night is over when there's all she wrote.